Sunday night at the Belonging, which is held at Rocketown in downtown Nashville. Last week, you saw several members of the News Channel 5 family rock on the red kettle to help the Salvation Army. That was a wonderful outpouring of generosity, but they desperately need your help to reach this year's goal. The Salvation Army in Nashville says it's only halfway to its $300,000 goal. The Red Kettle campaign supports much of its year-round services, including supportive housing for men, women, and children, a youth summer day camp, and an emergency assistance program. You can donate at Red Kettles at area Kroger's and other locations across town through this Saturday. I'll be back here at 4. Now it's time to check back in with Leland.
All right, thank you, Vicki. Right now, cloud cover hanging tough over the Mid-South. Let's show you the temperatures right now. Despite the cloud cover, temps are not bad. They are in the 50s for most of you, still in the 40s over some of the northern counties. This afternoon, warming up between about 55 and 60 across the area. But here's the deal. Look at that. Rain chances will continue to increase as we work our way into the afternoon hours, and 100% rain threat for us overnight tonight. Right now, a few showers in the area, but the bulk of that moisture right now is down near the Arklatek. It's got a low pressure system making a beeline toward us. Ahead of it, a few scattered showers for you this afternoon, and then more widespread rain tonight. Some areas could pick 1 to 3 inches of rain tonight. More on that coming up in a few minutes, but right now let's head over to Merrill.
Well, we love it when a recipe takes a good thing and makes it even better. Demetria White from White's Family Farm is jazzing up biscuits for us today. We're doing something different.
Got sweet potatoes in it.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So how do we start?
Well, I just start with butter, and I add bacon grease to everything. you don't have to, but anyway.
That just makes it even better, huh?
But I always save my bacon drippings. I just think it, especially a biscuit. But then the secret ingredient is the
sweet
potatoes. And I was just going to show real quick how easy it is. I'd actually boiled these ahead of time, and just very simple to peel. So don't try and peel your sweet potato. They're really hard to peel.
Yeah.
But if you boil these ahead of time, the peeling just falls right off.
Oh, that's
and then
great.
They're just so easy to do.
Yeah.
So
okay.
That makes it much easier. And then I'm just going to add my flour, and the flour has already been pre-sifted.
Okay.
And that makes a much better biscuit.
So you sift it first before you measure, because I guess that adds volume to it.
It does. Yeah, you want a good fluffy biscuit.
Okay.
And so I'm going to leave just a little bit of that there.
Can I stir for you while we're going?
Absolutely. Okay. And then I'm going to start, if you just kind of mash as you go, and I'm going to start adding buttermilk. And the recipe actually calls for half a cup, but it's going to take more than half a cup.
Okay.
It seems like I always, then I add more, and then I need flour.
Okay. So we get the idea here. All right.
But just making it pliable. And then these have a neat topping that goes with them as well. And
so basically you're going to roll these out. How long are we baking them?
Well, I always just kind of watch them. I eyeball it. It's going to take somewhere around 10 to 12 minutes, and I do it on 400.
Okay.
But
and when you go online to get the recipe, you'll see all the exact instructions. I'm going to start making this bourbon glaze that goes on top.
And the bourbon's optional if you don't want to use the bourbon, but it does give it a good flavor.
So it could just be a sorghum glaze.
It could.
Oh,
Yum. It's just the brown sugar, and it calls for the dark brown sugar. That just gives it a little bit more taste.
Okay.
And
so we've got butter in here, we've got brown sugar, a little bit of bourbon.
And then kind of the key to this is once you get that all mixed up, it works really well if you'll refrigerate it afterwards once it's, and just let it set for a little bit.
All right, we want to show you the finishing touch here. You put a little bit on the biscuit and then you fire it?
I do, and just a little bitty tiny dab.
Oh, okay. Did I do too much?
Well, that's quite a bit. That would be a lot of glaze, but that's perfect.
Tell you what, why don't you grab your torch there?
This is the fun part.
You could do this under the broiler if you wanted to.
You can.
Okay.
You're just not going to get some of the little pretty brown in places, but you just kind of hold it over the top of it.
So that just melts.
And then it just melts it right down, and then you get the pretty brown.
Wow, that looks amazing. And you've got a recipe for tipsy ham that you're offering us too.
Yes, I do.
I tell you what, we're eating good today. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having us.
You'll be back at the farmer's market when?
With strawberries in April.
Okay.
Probably about mid-April if all goes well.
Look for White's Family Farm then. You know, the farmer's market is always a great way to celebrate Tennessee. We love it over there. You're going to find this recipe online in the Talk of Town section at newschannel5.com. Coming up.